Hey everyone, so for today's video, I wanted to jump on here, give you a quick review of a highlight that I cannot wait to share with you guys. I recently picked up the new Guerlain Terra-cotta Skin Illuminating Stick, and I'm here to bring you a demo, a full review of the entire product. I've been using it for a few days and I just can't wait to tell you about it. So if you guys end up really enjoying the video and it's helpful, definitely make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and that way I know. And of course, I hope you'll subscribe, check out some of my other videos. And with all of that, we will jump right in. So the Guerlain Terra-cotta highlighting stick is a new product that they recently launched, and to be honest, I have been on like a cream product binge recently. I really like cream products right now, and I usually do once spring and summer rolls around. I really tend to pull out my cream products and go for a super dewy fresh look. Not that I don't always like that like all year round, but something about a lot of the cream product launches right now is really exciting me, and I've been trying out a lot of them on my channel, and I wanted to try this one out in specific because I've heard so many good things about Guerlain highlights. They are really known for beautifully finely milled powders, and in general I was just a little bit curious to see how they would do a stick highlight, because personally I love a really dewy fresh look to my skin. I want there to be a little bit of pop to my highlight. I don't want it to be unnoticeable, but I also want something that looks super natural on the skin, that won't exaggerate any of my pores, etc. This retails for $47, and you get how much product in here? I think it's like 0.3 ounces in here. If it's not, I'll leave the ounces down below. So it's an expensive product, but it's also not the most expensive Guerlain product out there. So it does come in this little tube. It has that very iconic Guerlain scent, which I do like, but I wish it wasn't fragranced. The fragrance is pretty strong, so if you are not a fan of fragrances, that's something to keep in mind. There are a few different shades. I personally have the Nude shade, and what I really like about this shade in particular is I have fair skin, and you can see it right there. The light bounces off of it. It has a really pretty gold sheen to it, but as you can see when the light isn't hitting it, it's not a super pale highlight, which I do like something a little bit more pale. Obviously I'm pale, but for the summer especially, I want something with a little bit of gold, a little bit of peachiness, to really mimic a more lifelike look on my skin. Something too icy, I feel, doesn't look as lifelike and as skin-like. So I love the shade. The shade is really pretty. It actually reminds me of one of the Dior luminizers, I believe in 001. That one is a really like pretty peachy gold. I would say this is the same, but there are multiple shades, which I really like. I like that they are diving in and putting a few more shades out in their ranges for base products. So let's start talking about the formula itself. So this is a stick product. It is creamy, but I would say that this isn't as emollient as I was expecting it to be. It's a very emollient product, but I'm almost used to cream products right now that like immediately melt when you touch your finger to it. And this isn't necessarily like that. It's not such a creamy product that it does feel like a foundation or a concealer. This to me has a little bit more weight to it, and it makes sense once you see it actually apply to the skin. Now, if I were just to feel this texture, I might say, I don't know if I necessarily will like this once it goes onto the skin, but it blends beautifully and effortlessly onto the skin. I will jump into the demo so you can kind of see how it applies to my skin. Wow. First of all, I usually pat it in with a finger. That's typically how I like to apply my stick highlights. You could definitely put this under your foundation though if you wanted to, but it just blends perfectly into the skin. It really doesn't take much effort at all, which I appreciate, but the actual look of it on the skin, I don't know if you can tell, but it's one of the best cream highlights I've used, period. I don't want to say it's my favorite only because I've been only using it for a few days, but I'm kind of blown away. I'm kind of upset that I like it this much because it's so expensive. They've managed to take a really pretty, like sweaty, dewy look and amp it up to make it look like highlight. So I love a very no makeup highlight, but this is so pretty because I feel like I could wear a little bit more makeup, put this on, and I feel like it would fit, or I could totally wear not a lot of makeup, put this on, and I think it would also fit. This is a really versatile product for me in particular, but I don't know if you can just see the sheen on my skin. It's really, really pretty, and up close, you would think that with the amount of shine it's giving, it would be super textured. I wouldn't say it's like blurring the skin, but it's not exaggerating a lot of the pores on my skin whatsoever. I'm really, really excited about this product. If you can't tell, it really takes a lot for me to get excited about highlights anymore. I've seen so many formulas, I've used so many different products that it takes a lot for me to get impressed. Again, something I really like about it is it's giving me a super highlighted effect, but it doesn't look really unnatural. I almost feel like some highlights, when you wear them, when they're super intense, it actually gives you the opposite effect. It kind of makes your skin look dry, crepey, textured, and you're kind of working against yourself in that way. I'm wearing foundation, a little bit of gel in my eyebrows, some lip, a little bit of bronzer, and this highlight, and I feel like it wraps everything up into one and gives me a really pretty look. This is definitely not one of those cream products where you put it on and 2 hours later it is kind of gone. This lasts, and I really enjoy that. It almost kind of sets down a little bit, which I really like. It doesn't feel like a lot of cream on my face whatsoever. It feels like it's just set down the slightest bit. I do think as I wear it, it starts to get a little bit more tacky, but with this in particular, I love that it's a long wearing highlight where, you know, in 3 hours, I'm still going to have this sort of gleam to my skin. And I wouldn't say that this is like a 9-hour sort of wear product, but I do think that I see it after 7 hours, and then it will start to fade after that. But really, I haven't used another stick highlight that's done that, that's lasted the way that this one does. I think it's because of the texture, and if you're swatching this in person and you feel the texture and you're kind of like, huh, that feels a little bit more powdery than I would typically like, just stick it out and try it on your skin. So if you can't already tell, I'm really excited about this product. I really love it. I cannot wait to wear it this summer. And if you guys have any other questions about the product, just leave me a comment down below. I'm always in my comments responding to you guys and trying to help out. I hope you'll subscribe if you did find the video helpful, and I will hopefully see you in my next one.